Okay, so we're back at the square body, and we had the tank put up in place. And what we're looking at, you can see here the fuel sending unit is pretty well almost underneath the cab. So what we wanted to do, we're looking at here, like it's only a sending unit in here. We're going to put a pump inside the tank. So and these are only well, that's a 3/8 line and that's a 5/16 line. We'll look at it as a vent line there. So we're going to keep these and probably just plug them off, and we're going to keep the sending unit wires here, and we're going to put a spot in right here to put the fuel tank unit, or the pump, sorry. So we come over here, look at it. We're just tracing this out on the middle, so we have an oval shaped piece of metal. We're going to cut the middle out of this one, holes out, and this is going to be a flat piece. So the plan is cut it out and lay the two on top of each other, fill them up good, drill and bolt holes through it, then just put lots of bolts onto it, and we're going to weld the bolts on from the bottom of this one. So we should be able to mark that and sandwich the tank in between it. So well, at least that's the way that's done in the fuel cells that you buy. So we're planning on putting a -8 or a -10 fuel feed at the pump, and probably a 6 or an 8 return, whatever we're going to use there. So this is the same type of fuel setup we done with the Firebird. So anyway, so I want to cut this out and just get going and see what we can do with it. Yeah, so we're just back from the hole saw. Hole here, cut the metal out, and now we get this piece. So left it nice and long so we can hold on to something while we have it in the drill press. So now we'll cut these out to that shape, and we'll stack them on top of each other and drill some holes. Okay, so we got the two pieces cut. So what we'll do now, we'll lay them on top of each other. We put them in the vise, and we'll get the flat wheel and make two of them exactly the same. So here's the pieces. Show me the cap where the lines are going to be. And this is the ring, and we got it marked where we got to cut it. So right now we're going to get all the rest of the fuel out of the tank, and we're going to get the hole saw, cut that out, and probably get this area here with some snips. Yeah, so we've been trying to get all the fuel out of it. So what we end up doing, take our hose here, stand the tank up, puts it down, and yeah, didn't do it one. Is putting on one of them Schultz guns for undercoating, and stand up on the end, put the hose down in the fuel, and pull the trigger, and she'll suck all the gas up out of the tank. Okay, so now we got a tank with a very big hole into it, and we'll trim this up now and we'll see if we fit the other piece. That's pretty well. It's a little bit uneven here, but this should be lots. So we'll clean it all off and clean her up and see if we get the piece fitted up underneath. It's a little bit lower right here, but I know we've got the ring here. Move the ring around, have a look there. So this is the piece that's going to be inside up underneath, and looks like should pull that up and should fit in here nicely. So we'll be able to do the dolly and straighten her up a bit and have a look then. Okay, so we dolly this area out. Looks nice. And lay this piece on top and marked all the holes. So actually this piece will be going down inside the tank like this, like so. And I'm going to tack some bolts on underneath. So we pull it over, we can pull it back up through these. We get set up through these. I'll probably stick a rivet here or there, just to hold it up in place when we get there. So we put the other one on top. It'll have some type of gasket material, which should be fine. Okay, so you got the top plate and the bottom plate bolted together. So now I'll take it over on the welder. I'll weld all the bolts on to the bottom plate, and so they can't turn or anything. And then we'll separate them and put the bottom plate inside the tank. And let's have a look then. Okay, so the piece we just put in, we have all welded. It fits on there like so. So we're going to put a pretty thick gasket on. So what we're actually going to do with this, we're going to sink a little rivet here and here to keep the ring from falling down when we do take all the bolts out. And then all that's left to do is get 2 bulkhead connectors to go in through here, and I guess it's going to have a rubber grommet there to for your fuel lines to go down through. Well, next we'll get the rivets and put into it. So for now we just bolted the cover back onto it. Now obviously we'll put 2 bulkhead connectors, and we'll get where the wires goes down through. But even there's 4 rivets in that. It's kind of hard to see it, and it's not up out there very much. So like I said, gasket now, you're a little bit thick one, or even a thin paper one. I can't see it leaking there. So the only thing is, once this goes down through here, when we looked at the other sending unit that went in here, there's nothing in the bottom of the tank down there. And the other sending unit looks like this. It just come down straight, and there was a sock on it. So I guess it was dead center in the middle of the tank. So what that'll do, I guess, if the truck was going uphill or downhill, it managed to suck something from the middle of the tank. If it wasn't, you know, wouldn't all go to the end. This is really empty. So what we're going to do when we put this down here, when we get the piece to come out the fuel pump, we're going to run it over to the center here, so it fits in the back in the same spot. Yeah, so we got the tank placed in the truck, and we picked up some of these bulkhead connectors. I think that's a -8 and that's a -6. So we'll remove this plate, drill it down, install in. I'm not going to worry too much about putting any gaskets in between them right now, because we don't have the pump just yet. So we're just going to get them fitted in there for now, and so at least we'll have them in place. Okay, so you look at the tank, how we had it off. So here we go with the lines, or line fitting, sorry. So we ain't putting anything on the bottom right now. Obviously the return line won't need anything on it. Supply line, we have to get a pump, and have to get the pipe ran down wherever it goes. So as for now, we should just be able to lay that back on there now. And anyway, we'll put put the bolts back on for now, and we just keep that in place for the time being until we do with the pump. Okay, so upon looking at this here, we can see that the 2 fittings are right here, and if you look at here, obviously that's a cab bolt, that's a box bolt, and this is a box bolt here. So actually the rib of the box runs basically right over these lines, but the plan is that once we get at it, I'm going to pull the back piece in now in a little while. We don't have a box anymore, we got the floor of a box, but this whole fuel pump piece, I'm actually cutting an access panel in the floor, and I'm going to use the same piece we're cutting out. I'm just going to put it in so it looks kind of neat, and we'll be able to access this when the box is on the truck. I'm not dropping the tank out if I got to replace the pump, and I'm not taking the box off. So there's going to be some way to access this from the outside of the truck, because we know from, we don't know how much boost is running or eventually, or how much power is going to be. So if the time comes, got to put 1 pump or 2 pumps down there, we'll deal with it then. But I don't plan on taking the truck apart every time I need to change the fuel pump. So we'll probably do a little more video when we do go to wet the backs. But it's actually pretty good right now. The 2 back sides were unusable, so we're just left with the floor and the 2 inner wheel wells. So when we push the floor on here, we just line up the bolt holes in the frame, and we'll just the rib comes to, obviously, to here. Probably going to leave that part of it there, and the lines that will come up over here down through here. But the probably going to notch out this part of the rib here, so it's make some room there and that under it. That's actually it's not going to take it out, but that is where the access panel is going to be, and some more stuff for it. So until next time, that's how you put fuel lines and a unit into the tank and the squarebody shape.